A seed does not announce its growth. It does not cry out for attention or seek approval from the world. Yet, beneath the soil, hidden from sight, it is transforming. The roots are digging deep, the stem is forming, and in time it will rise as a mighty tree. This is how true growth happens, in silence, in patience, and away from the noise of the world. Many people believe that progress must be seen, that every step forward must be broadcasted for others to notice. But the most powerful growth happens when no one is watching. A student studying late into the night, an athlete training when the stadium is empty, a dreamer working in quiet determination. These are the ones who will succeed. They are not looking for applause. They are not distracted by the opinions of others. They are simply committed to their journey. Silence is a powerful force. It allows you to focus, to hear your own thoughts, and to develop the discipline that success requires. When you announce every plan, when you seek constant validation, you invite unnecessary interference. Some will doubt you, some will criticize you, some will try to plant seeds of fear in your heart. But when you keep your dreams to yourself and work diligently, no one can stop what they do not see. The greatest achievements in life are often built in secret. A masterpiece is painted stroke by stroke in a quiet room. A book is written page by page before anyone reads it. A strong character is developed through unseen battles, overcoming fear, resisting temptation, and staying disciplined when no one is holding you accountable. Growth does not need an audience. It needs commitment. There is also wisdom in silence. When you speak too soon, you might invite unnecessary obstacles. When you share too much, you might delay your progress. But when you stay quiet and keep moving forward, you give yourself the space to grow without distraction. Silence allows you to observe, to listen, and to learn. It keeps you humble and focused on what truly matters. And then when the time is right, your growth will be undeniable. Just as a tree eventually breaks through the soil and stands tall, your success will become visible. But by then you will not need to prove yourself. Your work, your results, and your character will speak for you. You will have built something real, something that cannot be shaken by doubt or criticism. So be patient with yourself. Do not rush to prove your progress. Do not waste time explaining your journey. Instead, embrace the power of quiet growth. Work hard, stay focused, and trust the process. In time, your transformation will be evident to all. And when that day comes, you will not need to say a word, because your growth, your strength, and your success will speak louder than any announcement ever could. Not everyone needs to know your plans, and not everyone deserves access to your vision. In life, there will be moments when you feel excited about your dreams, eager to share them with those around you. But wisdom teaches us that some things are best kept to ourselves. When we reveal too much too soon, we open the door to opinions, doubts, and negativity that can slow us down. The truth is, not everyone will understand your journey. Your dreams may be too big for some to grasp, and your goals may challenge their way of thinking. Some people, even those closest to you, may unintentionally discourage you. Not out of malice, but simply because they cannot see what you see. They might impose their fears onto you, questioning whether your plans are realistic or whether you have what it takes. If you are not careful, their words can plant seeds of doubt in your heart, making you second-guess yourself. There is also the risk of sharing your plans with those who do not truly have your best interest at heart. Some may act supportive on the surface, but secretly hope you fail. Others may take your ideas and use them for their own advantage. And then there are those who will try to compete with you, not because they want to succeed, but because they do not want to see you succeed before them. By keeping your plans private, you protect your dreams from unnecessary interference. You give yourself the space to grow without pressure, without comparison, and without the need for validation. You allow yourself to move in silence, working diligently without distractions. The less people know, the less they can disrupt your progress. Silence also gives you freedom. When you do not announce every step, you are not bound by the expectations of others. You can adjust your course without explanation, refine your vision without criticism, and change direction without judgment. You are free to grow at your own pace, making decisions that serve your future rather than pleasing those around you. And when the time is right, your results will speak for themselves. You will not need to prove anything to anyone. Your success, your progress, and your achievements will be evident. By then it will be too late for doubt to stop you, too late for negativity to slow you down, and too late for anyone to take credit for what you have built. So guard your plans, share them only with those who uplift, encourage, and truly want the best for you. Move in silence, work with focus, and trust that your journey does not need the approval of others to be valid. In the end, the most powerful accomplishments are not the ones spoken about, but the ones revealed through action. Stay committed, stay private, and let your success be the only announcement you ever need. In a world filled with constant noise and distractions, silence becomes a rare and precious commodity. It's easy to get caught up in the opinions of others, in the pressures to respond to every situation, and in the endless cycle of chasing validation. But the truth is, silence isn't just a state of being quiet. It is a shield, a way to protect your most valuable resource, your energy. Your energy is finite. Every interaction, every thought, every word you speak requires energy, and the more you spread it out, the less you have to give. When you engage in unnecessary conversations, arguments, or gossip, you drain your energy without even realizing it. Whether it's dealing with criticism, defending your actions, or simply trying to fit in with the crowd, you expend precious energy that could be used for more meaningful pursuits. Silence offers a way to conserve that energy and direct it where it truly matters. When you choose silence, you stop reacting to the noise of the world around you. You no longer feel the need to explain yourself or justify your choices to others. The more you engage in this cycle of explanation and defense, the more you let others dictate where your focus goes. You lose your peace, and in turn, you lose the energy you could have used to grow, create, and live with intention. By embracing silence, you take control of your own narrative, refusing to let others steer your course. Moreover, silence helps you avoid the energy-draining impact of negative people. There will always be critics, naysayers, and those who seek to bring you down. Engaging with them only gives them power over your thoughts and emotions. But when you remain silent in the face of negativity, you refuse to give them that power. Your energy remains yours, untainted by the words or actions of others. You become immune to their attempts to disrupt your peace, and you retain the strength needed to continue on your path. Silence also protects your mental and emotional energy. In a world that constantly demands your attention, it's easy to feel overwhelmed. Notifications, emails, social media, and endless distractions all pull you in different directions, leaving you exhausted. When you take moments of silence to pause, reflect, and recharge, you create space for clarity and inner peace. You begin to hear your own thoughts more clearly, and this allows you to make decisions with intention rather than from a place of reaction or stress. In the silence, you also find your power. When you are silent, you are not weak or passive. You are actively choosing where your energy goes. You are choosing to stay centered, to focus on your goals, and to preserve your peace. You don't need to shout to be heard. In fact, often it is in the quietest moments that we discover our true strength and purpose. When you are silent, you are not giving in to the demands of the world. You are claiming your energy and using it wisely. So embrace silence as a tool for protection. Let it be the shield that guards your energy, allowing you to focus on what truly matters. In the quiet, you find clarity. In the silence, you find strength. And in that stillness, you preserve the energy needed to live a life that is purposeful, peaceful, and powerful. There will be times in life when it feels as though your efforts go unnoticed. when your hard work is unseen and when it seems that no one is acknowledging the sacrifices you make. You may find yourself working tirelessly behind the scenes, giving your best in private, and yet it appears that the world is oblivious to your dedication. In those moments, remember this truth: God sees your effort even when others don't. Human recognition is fleeting, often influenced by popularity, external results, or visible achievements. People may only acknowledge what they can see. And if your efforts aren't immediately visible or rewarded, you might feel overlooked or unappreciated. But the reality is, earthly validation is not the most important measure of success. The true measure is the integrity of your heart and the sincerity of your work, which is always seen by God. God knows the quiet sacrifices you make, the late nights, the early mornings, the countless hours of preparation and hard work that no one else sees. He knows the moments of doubt you've faced, the struggles you've overcome, and the resilience you've shown when no one was there to cheer you on. Your dedication to your craft, your service to others, and the effort you put in every day are all noticed by Him, even if the world doesn't pause to recognize it. In the Bible, we are reminded that whatever you do, work heartily as for the Lord and not for men. Colossians 3:23. This powerful verse speaks to the heart of the matter. Our efforts should be done with the understanding that they are ultimately for God, not for human approval. When we work with a heart of service and devotion to God, we are aligning ourselves with a purpose greater than the fleeting recognition of others. God sees not just the outcome of your labor, but the heart behind it. He knows the intentions that drive you, the love and care you put into everything you do. Even when others overlook you, God sees you, and His reward is not bound by the limitations of human understanding. When you stay true to your efforts, work diligently with integrity, and trust in His plan, you can rest in the assurance that He will honor your faithfulness, even if it's not immediately recognized by those around you. God's timing is perfect, and He has a way of bringing the right opportunities and recognition at the right moment. When others don't see the good you're doing or the progress you've made, know that God sees your labor. The day will come when the fruits of your quiet faithfulness will be revealed, and the impact of your unseen efforts will become evident to all. But until then, rest in the peace that comes from knowing you are seen by the one whose opinion matters most. In those quiet moments, when it feels like your effort is unnoticed and your work is unseen, remember that God is always watching, always acknowledging, and always with you. Your labor is never in vain when it is offered in His name. In a world that often values words over actions, it's easy to fall into the trap of thinking that what we say will define us. We spend time crafting the perfect message, rehearsing what we want to communicate, and hoping that others will hear us, understand us, and acknowledge us. But the truth is, your results will always speak louder than your words. It is not what you say, but what you do that truly reveals who you are and what you are capable of. Words are powerful, no doubt. They can inspire, motivate, and convey ideas that change the world. But words alone are not enough. We live in a world where promises are made every day, but only a few are kept. In a society where talk is cheap and commitments are often broken, it is the tangible evidence of your efforts, your results, that separates you from the crowd. When you focus on your actions, when you dedicate yourself to producing meaningful outcomes, you become a living testament to your words. Your results will be the proof of your character, your work ethic, and your vision. You don't need to boast about what you're doing or what you plan to do. You don't need to constantly remind others of your potential. The quality of your results will speak for themselves. Think about the great achievers in history. They didn't spend all their time talking about their dreams. They spent their time working toward them. Their results were the evidence of their dedication. When people saw their achievements, they understood the effort, the sacrifice, and the heart that went into their work. These individuals didn't need to defend their actions, explain themselves, or justify their progress. Their results did all the talking. The beauty of letting your results speak is that they are objective. No one can deny the impact of tangible success. If you build something meaningful, if you create something valuable, it doesn't matter how many people doubted you or how many critics tried to bring you down. Your results will stand on their own, undeniable and unshakable. This principle also applies to the way you live your life. You don't have to announce your values, your principles, or your intentions. If you live according to them, your life will reflect them. Your actions will align with your words. And the world will see your integrity without you having to explain it. People will notice the difference between those who speak of kindness and those who live it, between those who talk about success and those who work tirelessly to achieve it. The power of results lies in their ability to speak directly to the heart. They don't need to be filtered through the lens of words or explanation. They don't require validation from anyone. Results are the ultimate measure of your effort, your discipline, and your focus. When you let your actions define you, you silence the noise of doubt, criticism, and comparison. So, focus on your work. Don't waste time talking about what you're going to do. Let your results tell the story. In the end, the legacy you leave will not be defined by the words you speak, but by the impact of what you've done. Let your actions be the loudest voice, the one that resonates long after the words fade away. In a world filled with distractions, opinions, and comparisons, finding peace often seems elusive. We are constantly bombarded by the expectations of others, the pressure to conform, and the temptation to measure our lives against those around us. But the truth is, peace comes when we stop looking outward and focus inward, when we mind our own path and refuse to be distracted by the noise of others. When we mind our own path, we stop getting caught up in what everyone else is doing. We stop comparing our progress to theirs, and we stop trying to meet arbitrary standards that have no bearing on our personal journey. The moment we begin to compare ourselves to others, we lose sight of our own unique strengths, goals, and purpose. We become trapped in a cycle of doubt and self-criticism, measuring our worth by what others have accomplished instead of what we are capable of achieving. But when we focus on our own path, we allow ourselves the freedom to grow at our own pace without the pressure of competing with others. We recognize that each journey is different, and that we are not in a race to be the fastest or the best, but to be the best version of ourselves. Peace comes when we accept that our timeline may not align with someone else's. And that's okay. We are not in a race to keep up with others, but in a journey to fulfill our own purpose. Peace also comes when we stop seeking validation from the world around us. In an age where social media and public opinion often dictate our worth, it's easy to get caught up in the desire for approval. We share our lives, our thoughts, and our dreams, hoping for likes, comments, and recognition. But true peace is found when we let go of the need for external validation and focus on what truly matters to us. When we are content with our own progress and comfortable with who we are, we no longer need the approval of others to feel whole. Minding your own path also means setting healthy boundaries. It means learning to say no to things that do not serve your purpose or align with your values. Too often we say yes to things out of obligation, fear of disappointing others, or the desire to be liked. But when we prioritize our own path, we make choices that align with our goals, our values, and our sense of peace. Saying no is not about being selfish, it's about protecting your peace and preserving your energy for the things that truly matter. When you mind your own path, you stop worrying about what others think of you. You stop being concerned with whether they approve of your choices or whether they understand your decision. You stop waiting for permission to live your life according to your own rules. This is when true peace emerges. A peace that is grounded in the confidence of knowing that you are on the right path for you, regardless of what anyone else says or does. Ultimately, peace comes when you accept your path as uniquely yours, free from comparison, judgment, and outside influence. It comes when you embrace your own journey, trust in your own process, and let go of the noise that tries to pull you in different directions. The more you focus on your path, the more you will find the peace that comes with living authentically, content with who you are and where you are going.